Hello everybody, this is Nicholas Rogers. I'm going to do a quick tabletop review of my Bergara B14 Wilderness HMR. There's a lot of these reviews out there, but I haven't seen any that actually talk about some of the negative things about this rifle. First off, I will start off with the positive. It's a very accurate rifle for a $1,000 gun. With this Hornady match 140 grain chambered in 6.5 Creedmoor, I'm able to get sub half MOA groups at 100 yards, which is amazing, regardless of how much the rifle costs. However, one of the negatives is it's very finicky on what ammo it likes and doesn't like. With this Nosler ballistic tip, I'm getting close to like 2 MOA groups at 100 yards, which is insane considering I'm getting sub half. And a lot of rifles love or hate their ammunition, it just depends, but I've never had a rifle that actually swings so much one way or the other depending on what you're feeding it. The other big drawback for this rifle, especially for me, I bought this rifle a year ago for big game hunting here in Colorado. I want to hunt elk and deer up in the Rocky Mountains and around high altitude. And I saw the weight of this rifle on paper, but it really didn't register in my head. I think it weighs roughly at 9.7 pounds, and that's just naked. In this current configuration with a nice Burris Veracity scope, as well as an Atlas bipod with no ammunition, I'm looking at 13.2 pounds. And then if I actually put my sling with quick detach swivel studs and load this up with ammo, I'm looking at almost 14.5 pounds, which doesn't sound like a lot, but when you're hiking around between 7,000 to 11,000 feet altitude in Colorado, it's pretty heavy. I mean, now granted, if you're doing stand hunting or if you have locations picked out that you're hiking to and then you're going to sit down and glass and then hunt from that location, it'll be okay. It's still going to be heavy, but as long as you have something to rest the rifle on when you're shooting, you'll be all right. But if you're doing some sort of stalk hunt where you're stalking your prey and then you might have to take a really quick standing shot, I can tell you, I lift a lot of weights. I'm a big dude. I go to the gym quite a lot. Even for me, holding this rifle up longer than 10 seconds starts to weigh my front arm down and I kind of get that heavy bobble. And I think you know what I'm talking about. So, would I recommend it for hunting? Yes, it just depends. Depends if you're going to be doing a stand hunt or just getting out to a location where you're using a bipod or let's say a monopod or you're in the prone position or resting up against a tree or a rock. Would I recommend it for stalking prey and then taking an offhand, standing shot? No, it's too heavy. It's too heavy. But as far as the accuracy goes and the reliability, I'm extremely happy with it. Can't complain at all. But yeah, I think people need to know it is a heavy rifle, especially once you start putting the accessories on it, getting up close to that, 15-pound mark. It's very, very heavy. So I hope this helps. I haven't seen anybody talk about how heavy it is for a hunting rifle. But yeah, okay. Have a good time.